Okay, I think we're live. We're flying by the seat of our pants. Hello, happy people. How you guys doing? I can't hear anything. Do you hear anything?
Not yet. Well, I hear you.
Do that. Oh, because it says audio unknown. I've never done this before.
I hope we're audible. Maybe we get some
I
yes
think
or no
we're
from the chat.
audible, but because the thing doesn't have their audio set.
Ah, okay. But I think I hear some game sounds. Okay. They hear us. I think this is fine for now, and we get this fixed with the...
I don't hear anything.
Alright, yeah. Alright there. So, what do we have? Structural mic versus Kappa. It's the last Locationeers with the Roomies, and it's a 0-1 lead between those two teams. Did you have a chance to watch the first game?
No. Oh, I figured it out. There we go. I did it.
Yeah. Now there's some sound also for us.
Okay. They told me, what do they say about their audio? Okay, so Plasma Cap is using Super Paper Mario, and Mike is using Super Mario RPG.
Oh.
Do we care?
Quite nice. Oh, well, they're quite nice, right? And no Agar Seed. Well, telling from the item. We don't know if it could be our Dark World access.
Okay, so what we do know is that this is a hard Randomizer seed.
Exactly.
It says that on the screen. I can see that.
Well, Randomizer is like one of my favorites. I really love it. Especially combined with hard mode, it can be quite tricky there.
Why are we checking that cave? Just to reset the screen? Oh yeah, he's resetting the screen. Okay. We're farming for tree poles here.
Oh, look at the stun price. This is very convenient. We have bombs there.
I didn't see what the stun prize was.
No.
He caught it with the boomerang too fast.
Yeah, it was bombs.
Is it hard Randomizer redundant? Well, hard is referring to hard item pool. It means that they're never going to find Butter Sword. They're never going to find Blue Mail. At most, they could get 14 hearts. I think
no silvers. I think.
Oh yeah, no silvers.
And early mirror there. I don't think we are capped at bottles, right? This is only SGL hard pool.
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah. I think that's true. I believe this uses the VT branch version of hard item pool.
Yeah.
The website.
Me too. So this means we are also able to get half magic, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably. Somebody can go to the website and check it for us. I believe you're correct. That half magic is in.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
I mean, even if it isn't, it's possible we never find it. So how would we even know?
Exactly. Yeah, that's why. Let's assume
either way, it's not too impactful, except in like little like edge cases where you have to fight Trinex really early or something.
Yeah. Oh,
it's a hammer.
That's nice. And we also saw first green 20 rupees, so this would have been our melee, I guess.
Hammer is a huge upgrade over the weapon we had before, which was nothing.
Well, boomerang for some enemies.
Yeah, boomerang is definitely nice to have in Randomizer.
You can beat armor snipes with it.
And stun like 1,000 guards.
Yeah.
I didn't die. Okay, did not die. That's good.
This is actually one of the worst rooms in Randomizer. Hookshot.
Oh, right? It's a tertiary stunning weapon and gonna die. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
He knows it. There's no way you can use boomerang there without getting hit.
To saved himself from the death animation.
Yeah, but as said, this is like, this is a bit unfortunate to find the bottle here. Have to go.
Well, he kind of has to go back to Kakariko eventually anyway, because he didn't see Back of Tavern.
Right, yeah. Let's call it heads up play, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not quite as good as just going to Link's house first, but it's still fine.
Oh, look at Kappa. He's like, no.
He was thinking. Yeah. Okay, so he what he did was he walked in the room and he saw guards. Okay, leave, and then think, and then walked back in and had a plan.
Yeah, it's.
Wait, Sunprice is a fairy? I thought it was
a fairy. It is bombs. I think. The enemy was
I guess he
about to get out of the stun. I think so. Oh,
Hey,
flippers.
early flippers. That's horrible. All right, so now at the exact same time, two things happened, right? One, we now have Zora in Logic. And two, we have no way to get money.
Ah, right. So
Awesome.
no Julian first. I mean, it's only 120.
The game it gives you a prize with the left hand and then slaps you with the right hand.
Let's see. I mean, the item which the most in the item pool is a red 20. So, see, that's a queen 20. Only 100 to go.
That's not as good as a red 20, though. Oh, we got a glove. Okay, glove's fantastic. We can now houlihan. Money will no longer be an issue.
I mean, would you go for a houlihan right now? I think we see all the flipper checks now. So it would be a double dip. But I'm surprised that
what I would do is I would just go to Ice Rod Cave and save and quit, houlihan, and then do Hobo Zora.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's skipping Ice Rod Cave.
Oh, he's probably not skipping it, he's just doing Hobo first. He'll probably do Hobo and then swim over to Ice Rod Cave, save and quit, houlihan, and then do the flipper checks from Link's house.
Well, on the other hand, now with the glove, you can go to 20 rupee cave in the Ice Rod Cave.
Oh yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, I think
farm that. That's kind of slow, and you only get exactly enough rupees. Where if you houlihan, you get a lot more. But now it's only 4 trips, so maybe he will opt to do that. The glove also gives us back of escape. We can go up the Dark Mountain, although that's not really great in Randomizer.
Yeah,
and of course, Agina's Cave is still available, along with Saha Eastern Front of Escape.
I mean, usually you don't go to dark rooms in Randomizer because
definitely try to avoid it. Although the Old Man Cave isn't that bad. Most enemies end up like in the wall.
Yeah, but
they spawn where the bats would normally be.
There is a rare occasion that you get some Lionels there, and you already got the old man on your back, and then you can reset your game.
Lionels are pretty scary, but at least they have predictable movement.
Yeah,
I'd say something like a spike roller would be much more dangerous.
Yeah. Or these flying skulls there, they also.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
they get stuck on the wall, but then they can leave it. All right, so he does save and quit out of Ice Rod Cave, and he's backtracking out of Ice Rod Cave, and then Chapo actually went to Agina.
Exactly.
Oh, we're gonna do 3 dips of the 20 rupee cave. I don't know what the cutoff is for houlihan. Houlihan is definitely always going to be like better rupees per time spent, but if you only need 60 rupees, then I think this is going to be faster.
Yeah, definitely. But as you said, we still need about 150 rupees, a bit more even, to complete the seed, money-wise.
Yeah, I mean, we're still pretty early. You can safely assume we're just going to find some rupees.
Yeah.
So Kappa gets the flippers and goes to Agina's Cave instead of Ice Rod Cave. I don't know if he planned that or if this is a reaction to finding the flippers. I can see it going either way. But going to Front of Escape is definitely a response to not having a ton of rupees, because houlihan does cost time. Farming the 20 rupee cave does cost time. So if you just think, well, I'm going to go to Front of Escape anyway, I might as well go there first, and maybe we'll just find some rupees and get to skip the rupee farm.
What do you think our next progression will be? It mostly looks like a lamp.
I think it'll be Moonpearl.
Oh, right. Or the Moonpearl. You're totally right. But with the mirror and hookshot in the hand... B for B.
You're thinking Mountain Access, yeah. Yeah, Mountain Access leading to Moonpearl. It's definitely
something like this. Something like this. Okay, so Castle. It's a very unpopular check, I would say. Because there are only
no
a few
key in the map chest.
I'm a bit surprised that we didn't see first back of escape.
He doesn't have the glove yet.
Ah, you're right.
And Mike hasn't saved and quit.
Yeah. Yeah, this makes sense. What do you guess? Do we have anything on Sora?
What an annoying enemy to find in this room. Oh, you have a hammer. Go ahead and kill a red bar real quick.
We haven't seen a dungeon item yet, right?
I don't think so.
Well, for sure no small key.
Yeah, for sure no small key. I don't think we've seen the map.
So we could have both actually in the back of escape. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is a pretty friendly back of escape. Could be way worse. There's just bombs. Yeah. Oh, there's the Merle.
Oh, there's that Pearl. And there is an item in Dark Cross because we saw the map in Zelda Cell.
Right. And it's not something you go there.
Yeah, on 3 hearts, no sword, probably not going to be doing that dark room anytime soon. And Kappa, unfortunately, didn't find the rupees he wanted, but he's about to get Dark World access in Mini Moldorm Cave, so he may just put off doing the flipper checks for a while. Which will work out, because there was nothing there.
Yeah. And we also got our first map check. We have 3 crystals plus both red crystals in the light world.
Nice.
This is like, yeah, best case scenario. But I missed what the blue one was, so.
Podmire, nice.
It's okay-ish, I would say. Okay, hype cave. How much hype is it today? Hard container not that bad in Randomizer. Yeah, another one.
Fantastic. It looks like Kappa did save and quit as soon as he found that Dark World access.
Yeah. I think a hype cave with 3 hard containers is not that bad in Randomizer.
Glove, rather. Yeah, no, you're pretty happy to find hearts, especially with being hard item pool. Like, you're gonna run out of hearts eventually.
Right. So it's maybe a 3 or 4 out of 10. Let's say 3.
All right, and here is Dark World access for Kappa, and he also knows that there is definitely something in Dark Cross since he saw the front already. But yeah, not wanting to do that in the dark in Randomizer.
Oh, the burn is such a nice item.
Hey, that's logical access to nothing.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. But this is... I really like having it in Randomizer because, especially if you go to dark rooms without the lamp, because sometimes you have to.
Yeah, or even just, there's a freaking big spike in the way, or there's an anti-fairy who's gonna ruin your day.
I mean, have we ever seen the bridge in Pod without a spike? I don't think so.
Oh, I thought that it was always a spike. Is it possible to not have a spike there?
Never seen it. But what we've just seen is the first sword on Mike's side.
Yeah, sword's a nice pickup, and we'll see Mike do the archery game, having spent all his rupees at Zora.
Are you capable of hitting 5 arrows in the same... What are they called?
Am I capable? Sure.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not going to do that.
How much rupees do you get if you hit 5 in the same...
You get 99 rupees instead of 64 on the last one. So you get an extra 35 rupees. That's the right. So an extra 35 rupees. It's also faster. Like the amount of time spent in the game is less if you do it that way. So it's definitely worth doing. It's not like it's not worth doing. It's just it goes from being absolutely free with no effort required to like maximum effort, and if you mess up, you lose everything.
Right.
So it's just, with how little you do the archery game in any mode, it's not worth it to most people to put in the time to learn it.
Yeah, I think I've seen only one runner doing it in a race actually.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think it's more of a swag thing than anything. But it is a time thing for sure.
But on the other hand, you don't see the arrow game that often, so only sometimes, like in the few seats.
Yeah, I mean, if you're already good at everything else, you might as well learn to do stuff like that, right?
No, Mike's checking in the back of the tavern after 15 minutes.
Whew, glad it's not the boots.
I really like Randomizer, especially if you have a late...
there was plenty of money. If they just did Link's house first, they had plenty of money. Just thinking, like, how much time did I spend doing the archery game, dipping the 20 rupee cave? Oh my god.
By the way, what I like about Randomizers, if you have like a late ice rod, or if you never find the ice rod, and you do the climb, and you don't know what will happen to you, that's always very fun to watch.
There's probably not a Trinex in Lambo 2's room.
Yeah. I assume this kind of boss shuffle where we have 3 bosses.
Yes, this is a
right?
full shuffle, so any 3 bosses are doubled.
Okay. Okay. Mike's not going to Skullwoods.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out.
I think. Oh, Powder's also quite nice. Randomizer.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ancient Fairies are the bane of every player.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different mentalities on how to deal with front of Skullwoods in this situation. It's not unusual for Mike to skip it. It wouldn't be unusual for him to do it either.
That's vanilla.
Both players skipping front of Skullwoods, it seems.
I kind of understand it. I wouldn't skip it in a 7-7 open, but I mean, you'd like to go there with the fire rod, and even if the fire rod's there, you don't want to go there because chances are high that it's a pretty crazy boss sitting there. If it's a cold stare or a Vitreous, you don't go there with this equipment.
Yeah, I think because of the boss shuffle, I'd be more willing to do it without the fire rod than with. Because if we had the fire rod right now, I'd be a little nervous going to front of skull right now because, oh man, what if it's a Vitreous or something?
Yeah,
sure would like to wait for better items.
Wait forever. Okay, and we on Mike's side we got the flute, so there's no logical mountain access. And there are only, well, now with the hookshot there are 2 bosses we cannot kill. Coldstone and Trinex, right? I think all of the others we should be able. Yeah.
Yes. Sure. Okay. I believe you. I mean, I still think Vitreous is maybe not a I can kill it kind of boss, but I guess I could logically kill it kind of boss.
This
is pretty Maka-esque equipment to be fighting Vitreous.
Yeah, I mean it's okay. You have the hammer. With only Final Sword it would be worse, but still, especially in the second phase, the second phase with the hammer is nerve-wracking, but it's not too challenging. But the first phase with the hammer is not ideal. Yeah. Oh, now we gotta check. It is Vitty.
Vitreous in Thieves Town, and we're thinking, we're leaving.
I totally understand him there. I think I would have done the same. Like, better go now to the mountain. Hope that there's a bow or a second sword. Hope there's
you have so many locations available. Like, forcing yourself to do this fighter sword, hammer, Vitreous fight is just not ideal. Not that I don't think he could do it. He could do it. Like if he just has to do it, he can totally do it. It's just it's very, very slow. It's very, very dangerous.
Yeah, it needs a lot of focus. Therefore,
You're definitely going to use up all your resources.
It's a 2-minute fight, probably, maybe even longer. No, 2 minutes, I think.
Oh, double 1.0'd. Thank you, Red Guards.
What do you think Kappa will be doing? Will he leave?
I think he'll leave. I mean, even the rest of this dungeon isn't exactly ideal. The hallway can be quite troublesome. The room after the hallway even more so.
Yeah. I think I would go at least for the checks in the back.
Okay, he's Vitreous and he's still going.
I think this town is
with it being Randomizer, like ideally you never go to the back. Like you just do the boss and you leave. You know, and there's like one item in the back and you're skipping it the same way as you skip Left Side Swamp or something like that.
But we had only one item in the front, so
so you're probably gonna have to do the whole thing.
Right.
Well, not doing Vitreous first.
I would never do this first. You're really hoping that there's something in the back? What you'd like to have is blue mail, but as we're having the hard mode, there won't be any blue mail.
I think a Master Sword would probably be the best thing for us to find.
A bow. I think
bow would be very nice. Maybe cape. Cape wouldn't be bad either. It's not like the best, but with Fighter Sword, you can still do like a bunch of Fighter Sword spins before you run out of magic.
Better than nothing because the burner there is
Mike getting bullied on the mountain. We did successfully save the old man in the dark. No worries.
Nope. I mean, I think he felt kind of confident because he has the burner. So.
Yep.
Muscle memory.
Throw in the bomb. I was like, oh yeah, Randomizer. I forgot.
Don't need to open it. I don't blame him.
I mean, if you've ever seen anybody watch Inverted, like muscle memory is very difficult to overcome.
Yeah. I think the more you play, the more you have your muscle memory, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm really curious. I mean, just because we see Kappa going to the back doesn't mean we'll see a Viti fight now. What's your guess?
It's definitely not guaranteed. I don't know. I think he'll do the fight.
I think so too. By the way, Thieves Town is like one of the worst dungeons in Randomizer, but this one was kind of nice so far. There's the big key in the basement for Mike. Oh, there's a book. Interesting find. Maybe makes him to go to Skullwoods.
The book, we can now check Ether Tablet, Bobo Tablet, but not get the item. And we can also get into Front of Desert, which could be boots locked, and it's definitely fire locked.
Yeah. Ooh, there's
not bad. And it looks like there is a map on the boss, so we'll just do that later. See you later!
Yeah. So this is like the best case that could happen for Kappa.
I think he would have done it if it was an item.
Yeah, but now he doesn't have to make that decision.
Yeah, so it totally worked out.
You're a bit relieved there, finding an item. Even the single arrow would be some kind of good news. Because you don't want to...
I mean, it's basically go mode. You find a single arrow.
You're right. I see a bomb jump there.
Oh no, we got
Randomizer.
Sprite slot 0.
Yeah.
So I don't know which enemy it is on the screen, but some enemy on that super tile is in what we call Sprite slot 0. And either it is off the ground, like it's a floating enemy like a Bari, or he killed it and it dropped something that was picked up while it was off the ground. Oh, nice sword.
There's a mouse sword, that's very nice.
Anyway, so the bomb jump like borrows the altitude value of whatever's in Sprite slot 0. So if you make that something off the ground, your bomb jumps do not send you in the direction that you would normally anticipate.
Does it have anything there to kill that sprite? Does it change anything?
Yeah, it's whatever enemy it was. He could just kill it and wait for its drop to land, and then the bomb jump would work properly. Mitts in Graveyard Ledge.
That's very good find. Because...
All right, so Helma is a very annoying enemy to fight in this room.
I would definitely go there for bombs.
So whenever he's over the pit, you just can't hammer him. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. I think using bombs here is way easier.
Yeah, see right there, the hammer it just doesn't work because he's on top of the pit. It's so annoying.
Yeah. It's also a bit weird that you get this hit animation like on the bottom right.
Yeah, kind of like tinks.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get knocked off.
I think he's about to.
He got scared. Okay, we're good. All right, it's 8 slashes to kill him, but we have plenty of magic.
Yeah.
And every time he slashes, it delays the magic being drained. Nice. Good job.
Yeah. I would also work with the burner because you don't want to fall here. So. Oh, there's bombos.
Second item.
Also very good. Ooh, and
so Kappa takes his mitts and he runs over to Catfish. This is a less common play.
Yeah. I think with the mitts, the mountain is very tempting.
Yeah, I mean, he could have gone south to Smith sequence. He could flew to Meyer and check that information. Go straight to the mountain. Half Magic is a nice find, and we did confirm Half Magic is a hard item pull. Now we know.
Yeah. I mean, we knew.
Oh, I see. He wanted to pair it with the flipper checks. Yeah, this makes sense then, since he hadn't done those checks yet.
Yeah, quite good routing there. And Mike's going for Spike Cave, also a bit more off check, and there, go mode.
Nice. What's the worst random boss to get on the tower in Tower Hera? Probably Vitreous. Vitreous is usually the worst boss in any place that Trinex can't be, and the Trinex is the worst otherwise.
Yeah.
Helma's pretty bad though. Like Helma is super annoying to fight in Moldorm's room.
Also,
it's even worse in the in Moldorm 2 because it's vertically narrow.
I think what's the worst part in Randomizer is when you, for example, do a climb in Hera and you have no hammer and like 4 bombs, and then you see it's a Helmer. This is the worst experience. Oh, right, Swamps into play.
Yeah, so not having found the mitts, Mike heads over to Swamp Palace. Did he skip Spiral?
Yeah, I think so.
He did, right? Like, he went right, did like Paradox Cave up, and then went over to Hera, and then did Spike Cave and left? Yeah, so Spiral's just orphan. Spiral will never do you, sorry.
Chat's confirming our tracker. Thanks for checking, by the way, confirms.
If he wanted to be more thorough, like if he wanted to make sure to check everything, he could have done gone north first and done Hera first, and then down Spiral, up Paradox, and then over to Spike. But it is faster, on average, to just not do Spiral Cave than to do Spiral Cave, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter
as
how
long
you
as
do it,
there's
always
nothing
feels
there,
wrong.
right? It's gonna be okay.
It always feels wrong. Okay, I mean, we cannot say right now who's in the lead or who's behind, because we have seen actually 2 different routings, but I think the mids for Kappa are quite powerful. I don't see Structural Mike going there any soon. On the other hand, well, maybe go to Eastern Sasha.
Well, I think he'll probably run over there, right? After if Swamp is empty and doesn't turn up anything great, which it probably won't since we don't have the mitts. I could see him just going front of Skullwoods then, and then after front of Skullwoods heading over to Graveyard Ledge.
Well, on the other hand, if you have the Flute plus the Mirror Eastern Pot with Sasha is also quite appealing. So, although it's out of logic, but I mean, you can most probably finish Eastern without having the bow. Not logically, actually. Even the Randomizer, you need the bow there, but still. Do we care about logic? I don't think so.
To an extent.
Yeah.
Eastern wouldn't be like the worst play. It's just if you go to Eastern, you're committing to going through these dark rooms.
Yeah.
And like maybe you could skip the vanilla big key chest if you're lucky. It's like a map or compass or something. But it could be the big key, and then you have to go through those dark rooms, and those dark rooms are much more dangerous.
Okay, we will see a diver down by Mike, and let's see if it is possibly because if you have bad luck, there are enemies that you can. If there's a spike,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. We've all been there. Yeah, but does quite a good job there. Yeah, chat saying not even sure if he did Paradox Cave because I didn't see Mike going there.
Oh, did he not go to the right side at all?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's why we did an Orphan Spiral Cave. He just hasn't been there yet. Just beelining these dungeons first.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
That's an interesting decision. why would you skip Paradox Cave, but then on the other hand, after finding no progression Hera, going to do Swamp and full clear it?
Okay, so yeah, so I think the idea is to value crystals over Overworld, I guess. So like you had Hera, so you go to Hera, you have Swamp, you go to Swamp, and then do the Overworld later. But I think it would make more sense to do Swamp and not do the left side if you're because like the whole point is to go to places that you're always going to go anyway, right? But you're not always going to go to left side. So like as far as like density, I think Paradox Cave is a little bit better than left side Swamp.
Yeah. Well, 7 checks quicker than 2. And you don't even know if you get 2 items there. Well, we had the big key and the map, but the compass could have been there. Well, on the other hand, it's
the other concern is with doing these dungeons first is it's boss shuffle, right? We don't know what this boss is. This could be Cold Stare. This could be like a huge time loss because you came here before you found Fire Rod or Bombos. Oh wait, never mind. We have Bombos. Never mind. I take it back. It could be Trinex.
Trinex. Now we see what it is.
Check it.
What is it? What is it?
It's a moth. Okay, we're good. Okay. It's fine. Everything's okay.
Mothira is like the best boss in Randomizer, I would say, because it's the quick. Oh, you have to pay attention. No! Oh, this was so unfortunate. I've seen the skull like far away enough.
It was a floating skull.
Yeah. We were just talking about it.
Those are so rude. 4 hearts of damage on green mail, and that's the only mail we're gonna have.
Right, and there's the ice rod.
Nice rod.
So we have Fire Rod away from boss beating go mode. But this means that we can climb in GT with peace. So definitely. Because we'll find the Fire Rod as Skullwoods is a crystal. I'm a bit sad about this, but yeah.
So the route Kappa's taking is what I thought Mike had done, where you go up the right side and then you do Hera. And then the problem with this is after you're done with Hera, you now have to make a choice. I'm either going to... Oh, never mind. He has the mitts. Never mind. He has the mitts.
Yeah. That's
if he didn't have the mitts, though, you would put yourself in a situation where you have to choose between either doing Spike Cave or Spiral Cave. But we have the mitts, so never mind.
It's interesting.
Actually, since he has the mitts, why is he...
sorry, go ahead.
Did we see the medallion for Turtle Rock?
Yeah, it is Bombos.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay.
According to our track. Yeah, there goes Save with the anti-fairy. This is also annoying with the Hera pot with this fire bar there, because it hits you when you drop into the pot.
You got it.
It's interesting what Mike did. He decided to do the diver down for left side swamp, but didn't do it in the diver down chest here. Maybe because he was afraid to
Well, I think he did it on the first trip. He just didn't do it on the second trip.
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't need the items this time around.
Alright, so now Master
I think it's still faster, though, to diver down than... even if you're not doing the items.
So... Actually, Randomizer shows you, or boss shuffle, how easy the moth is if it's not in its own arena.
Yeah, that's people like to say the real boss is Mothula's room, not Mothula.
Yeah, that's a joke. And if you have a Viti in Skullwoods, this is... I once had a seat with expert item pool with a Viti in Viti in Skullwoods. An expert item functionality, so this is a real pain. Okay, so Kappa's going for the bomb strats. It's a bit quicker because it's only 5 bombs instead of how many hammer hits do we need?
17.
Okay, 17?
Yep, 17.
Okay, I am surprised that it's Brim.
It's a weird number, right? Like, why it's like in Link to the Past or in Zelda in general, it's always like multiples of 5, 10, or 3.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Helmet is 17 hammerheads.
Yeah. And that equals 5 bombs. Yeah, so probably because bomb 6 hits. Sorry. 4.
So Mike doesn't find anything in Swamp and heads straight to Eastern, a full clearable crystal dungeon, probably.
Yeah.
We hope it's full clearable. There are some snags here. We might run into a dark room that's just not going to happen. Or we might run into a Trinex that's also just not going to happen.
Yeah. But Bombos helps there a lot for the dark rooms. Especially the
Definitely
one where
for
you have
the
to
back
look for the
dark
small
room.
key.
Yeah. But the right side can be real rough if you have like multiple Lionels or big spike rollers or something.
By the way, we are already 35 minutes in the seat and we always see new stuff. This is pretty fun to watch. No similar routing there, new bosses, new dungeons.
Yeah, the big difference right now is Kappa doing front of or the North Darkworld route and finding Mitts in Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah. Only difference so
So
far.
Mike's not necessarily behind or anything. It's just like
No, right.
because Kappa still needs to go to these places that Mike's already going to. It looks like the big key is vanilla, so this will be a required dark room.
So we are technically landlocked.
Master Sword helps a ton here.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Most things are going to die in 1 or 2 slashes, one spin, and you can see where you are with the sword sparkles.
What do you think it's more annoying here? Spikes or thieves?
Well, they're killable thieves, so it's not that bad. But
Yeah.
they're
Right.
annoying, but at least we can kill
Yeah.
them. And they don't do any damage because we don't have damage up line. Looks like Cap is going straight to Swamp here.
Yeah, understandable. And he could also do ice after this, but ice is a pendant. Plus, you don't have
probably not
some
his-
area.
Not his favorite place to go, but definitely
No.
a viable one.
Yeah,
We haven't seen the Mire area. I mean, like even if we can't finish
Exactly.
the back of Desert, we can do the front easily by mirroring over to it. Plus 3 overroll checks and get medallion information.
we got there. Someone in the chat did the math.
Macula again.
So the mask has 17 hit points, bombs do 4 points each, and hammer does 1 point per hit. So bombs get you almost there with 4 hits.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Like you think they would have had the numbers work out to where the hammer did like something less dumb.
Yeah.
Like 17, such a weird number.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it seems like the enemy with the key didn't get killed by bombos. What is it then? The mimic? What else do we have? Okay, that's smart to use your...
There's a Beamos making everything hard.
Yeah. It's probably... Ah, it's a turtle! I think it's a turtle.
No, it can't be a turtle. It has to be something that's killable with bombs only.
Okay.
Oh,
What is it?
I don't know. Are we sure he didn't kill the enemy with the key and just couldn't find the key?
I think he scanned the whole room. This was weird. I hope we find the Lamb of Fire, or I want to know what enemy it is.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate time loss if
Yeah.
if the same thing doesn't happen to Kappa.
It's talking about 3 minutes, maybe? I mean, it's okay with the flute. Okay.
We're going back?
I mean, that's fair
Going
to do so, but
Straight back, really?
I think I would have gone to the Dark World and do port afterwards.
Yeah, because
You're
you know this
obvious,
isn't
yeah.
even in logic, right? Like even if he has something, it's not the logic you're looking for.
Yeah, but still, I mean... Oh, he hasn't been to Sasha. Mike is playing quite aggressive, right? Focusing on Crystal Dungeons.
I don't know.
Skipping Sasha,
He
skipping
did do
Paradox.
left side swamp right away.
Yeah, but skipping Sasha and
That's
skipping
kinda-
Paradox?
Yeah, I don't know what that's the weird thing to me. Like that you would value doing like left side swamp over that, but just the always be clearing crystals rule, right? All right, now we go east of Mountain, but he's not going to find anything.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. But that's what I meant. It's not very attractive for him to go to Greyfat Ledge. This is a big plus for Kappa.
Well, following this, it's his best overworld location.
Yeah.
To do front of Skull and North Dark World into like Catfish Pyramid.
Oh, those
but he
skulls
may
again.
still opt to do pod first.
Let's see. Where's the book, by the way? Was it in Paradox? I think it was Hookshot Cave. Was it?
It was Death Mountain, right?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Could have been nicer here, but it's okay. Oh,
he paused the bomb explosion. Yeah. It would have been fine, but he opened the chest.
Yeah. Did we see the mushroom turn in from Kappa?
We did not. Did we?
I don't know.
All right, I'm sure he'll menu soon, and then we'll know. I'm kidding. He's not going to menu. Left side first from Kappa as well, though.
Yeah, I think it's not that bad in boss shuffle because you're still not able to beat all of the bosses.
Yeah, to get the compass.
And you're not really sad about the compass.
I mean, like, what's the end game though, right? Like, so you go to left side swamp first, and you find the compass, and it turns out, oh man, it is Trinex. What do you do? Do you just not do the back of swamp?
Yeah,
no,
right.
You still go to the back of swamp, right? There's 3 chests there.
Yeah, well, but there's a small chance you find the fire rod there on the left side. So I actually would rather find the compass on the left side than an item. Like, keep your
Mike
Quake
gets
medallion.
the bad news. No items east of Mountain of use.
Okay.
We'll get the mushroom first, right?
So tracker
Not even doing the
confirmed.
mushroom.
No mushroom turn in. By the way, when we're speaking of our trackers, thank you so far, Evelyn, for tracking. And also thank you for runners. Give them a follow, Structural Mike and Kappa. Doing a great job so far.
All right, so he's going Pyramid Catfish, and he'll turn in the mushroom on the way. He might hookshot over to do Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, I don't think he will get closer than this.
It really sucks to do that, though, because you don't have boots or mitts.
Yeah.
So, like, if you hookshot over, you have to go the long way to get there, and then you have to go the long way to get out to go to Catfish after.
I think you should do it here, but on the other hand, you could also combine it with the front of Skullwoods. I think it doesn't make a difference if you do it now or if you go to the front of Skullwoods and then go there. Oh, just 10 arrows.
Oh, we haven't done front of escape yet either. Oh, Mike.
Yeah. So from this point, it's good routing there.
So far away.
Yeah. Luckily for him, he won't find any progression here.
Although the mitts haven't led to anything yet.
Yeah, well, but they're hard required, so it's an easier access to desert. And obviously to Mire, your only access. But Mire and Ice are pendant, so it's only required for Turtle Rock here. Because we also haven't found anything on that Dark Death Mountain. New
check at Bombo's tablet. Nothing.
Okay. I'm a bit surprised that after finding the mid-thing going through the light world, why Kappa hasn't fluted to the desert, at least to check the ledge. Because if you find there anything important, it's a quick pickup. And it's a quick check. To answer question in chat, Eastern Port are bow locked, although there are there aren't any enemies that don't require the bow, because when seeds are generated, first the items are randomized and then the enemies. So
so when they're placing items, there's still Igors in those rooms, and the logic has to respect that. But then when the enemies are shuffled, it makes a point of making sure that enemies you have to kill are killable in Sphere 0. So you can do it with just bombs.
Oh, is it like this? That it just makes sure Sphere 0? That's interesting. I know that
I say Sphere 0 because that's... Well, I mean, I don't think if you change what's in Sphere 0, it's going to change that. So I guess it's just with bombs only is more accurate.
Yeah, I think so. I think bombs, yeah.
So it's this weird, like, antithesis, right? Where the game makes sure that you have a bow, but that you also never need the bow.
Yeah. Also, logically, even Randomizer, you will always need a bow, because it's required for the... Sorry?
Well, Mike just found out there's an item in Dark Cross. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No problem. Because there's always a bow required for the GT climb, so technically you're supposed to find a bow in logic. Yeah, and of course for Helmer, for the pot boss to go there. This is independent from Randomizer. You need to hit that.
Yeah, the boss requirements are considered by the logic. The boss shuffle happens before the items. Yeah.
But still, if for Pillars of Darkness, if you want to go to the boss, you still need the bow there.
Oh yeah, definitely. there's a statue in the way.
Yeah. I always keep forgetting about this.
I'm actually really surprised that Cap is going to pot here. We haven't even seen Front of Desert and Meyer Shed.
Yeah. Maybe he thinks I'll sequence break doesn't never have to come back again. But maybe
I would have thought he'd follow the mitts a little harder.
Yeah. Same. Because usually if you find something useful in an off check. Oh,
3 bombs in Dark Cross.
But did a great job there. And he's continuing his long route for his mids. I mean, there are pros and cons for Kappa's play. Totally understandable to see, hey, Pen and Pot always has progression, so why not go there? And for Maya, you don't know if you can get in. If you can, you don't have a Samaria.
Yeah, so, but you can flute to the Mire area and just not go into Mire, though, right? Like, it's not like you're obligated to go in just because you have the right medallion.
Yeah, I agree there.
Like, it's very quick to get to and from the Mire area. It's not very quick to get to and from the front of pod.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the play I'm preferring. I just want us to understand what Kappa's doing.
I think he's just going after density, right? Just Pod Eastern, Saha is just a lot of items compared to everything else.
So it's totally fine.
There's a huge downside to this play, but there's not a huge downside to going to Front of Desert.
Yeah. Could have been also a short trip if Desert's boots lock, so... But let's see. Oh, and Mike decides not to hookshot. To Graveyard Edge.
I don't blame it. It's so slow. I mean, it's unfortunate because that's what the mitts are, but it makes a lot of sense for him to not do that because it is really slow.
Yeah.
Because you still want to go to Catfish. Like, you don't do Catfish right here, you're never doing Catfish.
Yeah. So I think he doesn't isolate Graveyard Edge too much because he still has to do Front of Skullwoods. Oh, there's a Fire Rod.
Fire Rod in pod.
This is very good. This hard required. And
I'm not crazy into like the logic, but I think that's probably not in logic, right?
Well,
it depends on how many keys are accessible before the lamp, and then also where the big key is.
There was one small key on the right, but I didn't pay attention there too. Oh, it's bullocked. Chat sings. So, but next big question: do we have a spike here? No. There we go.
At least not 2 in the way.
Yeah. It's like It feels like it's 90% a spike here. Oh, there's a bow.
There's the bow. Okay, we're good.
But that's a bowlock bow, I guess.
Is it?
I think so.
So where were the keys exactly?
Well,
You said one key was bow locked and one key was not bow locked.
I think if there's only one key on the right, then it's not bow locked. Okay, chat saying now it's not bow locked. Neo Terrific's last two chat logs where it's bow locked. No, it's not. Okay, so the fire rod was bow locked, but the bow was not bow locked.
Oh, we found a bow, so it no longer matters anyway, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it could have been a bow locked bow.
What is lamp locked though?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We have the fire rod.
Yeah. Their bombos is very useful.
Mike getting a little desperate. All right, let's do Viddy.
All right,
he haven't done back at thieves.
Yeah. That's a very confident play.
We're gonna do.
Oh, but he's a master, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah. With burn and half magic, you can do it quite safe.
Yeah, you can just do dashes.
Yeah.
That's a fun way to do this fight. It's just dash back and forth through the ice. This is probably faster though.
Do you think Kappa's going for the cream pendant? Oh, never mind.
Oh no, he got awesome progression. Fire source is incredible. Bow is incredible.
Yeah. Oh, very nice by Mike. Nice tactic there. Oh. Now
and it's a map!
Yeah. Oh my god, how did you know? So by the way, where's our lamp? It's Eastern Desert or Mire. I think that's it. Oh, from the skull.
Has the lamp locked anything? I don't think the bow wasn't lamp locked. I don't think the fire rod
was lamp
might
locked
be
so
lamp
far.
locked. Well, the fire rod might be. I'm not sure.
Right.
The key logic works differently than it does in Entrance Randomizer. In Entrance Randomizer, it's very simplified, where this chest costs 6 keys, and that's it. That's just hard 6 key lock. But it's a little more dynamic outside of Entrance Randomizer, and so it might depend on like what key doors you have available at any given time.
Yeah, and where your bow is. So. Okay, so we got our first look at Eastern. Maybe Kappa puts Desert a bit off because he wants to see if we find the boots before and then go to Desert and then do the red bomb, maybe? I don't know, let's see. But now he can finish Eastern and Skullwoods and Logic. Oh wait, no, Eastern is not on Logic, we don't have a lamp. Because the big key's lamp locked.
Well, we do have the fire rod, which is going to make the back a lot easier.
Yeah, we finally find out.
What the heck happened in that room? All we saw was Mike bombos everything, and then get murdered by a Beamos for a while, and then mirror out.
So what could it be? It can be a mimic, could be an Igor, but I don't think it's an Igor because we.
No, it has to be something that we can kill with just a bomb.
Are you 100% sure about this?
I am 100,000% sure that whatever enemy drops the key is killable with bombs only.
But what enemy? Okay, so your theory is that Bombos killed the enemy, but he wasn't able to pick up the key.
I think that's not unlikely, but it could also be something like an enemy that you have to activate first. So it dodged the bombos because it wasn't activated yet.
Ah, good point there. Those jumping skulls, for example.
He isn't on the other chest yet.
Let's see, I'm really curious, actually.
Oh, that's where the book
there's
was.
The book. There's the book. I think this makes him go to Desert instead of Graveyard Ledge. Let's see. Okay.
Nah, he's still going.
What is it? Wow, look at those spikes. Those are 6 spikes. I've never seen this before.
It was just it was a rope.
Of course he wasn't able to pick this up because there are 7 spikes and
Yeah,
one
he just
beam
kept getting bumped around, couldn't find out where it died. That's unfortunate. Nice Lionel, bro.
Yeah. So Bumbo's actually only killed 1 enemy in this room. I don't think I've ever seen this before. But good point now here. Mike's going to find his mitts. Like 50 minutes later, probably.
Yeah, you can see he has to go the super slow way to get there.
Or maybe even 20. I didn't have a look at the time. So what boss do we have? We don't have a compass there. Isn't it the 3rd moth?
No, we did have a compass here.
Ah, okay. Ah, right. I think Mike checked but didn't. Oh, there's
It's
some
Duckane!
We are maybe in go mode now.
Gross.
We are in go mode if deserts and boots locked.
That's super gross.
Yeah? So
yeah,
actually,
you're right.
he has to go straight to desert. Okay, wow. I didn't realize that we are only 2 items away from go mode. Or let's say 1 and maybe another 1. And now we can say that Kappa really has to meet there. Oh, there's
nice
a tempered.
I guess we should switch audio then, since Kappa's in the lead.
Yeah?
I can do it. I know how to do it.
Nice. Oh no, can you switch back?
Alright, I can switch back if you want.
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you disagree, you can leave the audio from structural mic, so...
I think I can also fix the delay.
Oh, look at the sync after. Sorry to interrupt you, but look at the sync after 56 minutes.
Well, that's what I was saying though. They're not actually in sync. Mike's timer is ahead of Kappa's. I think I can fix the delay. I just don't know how to do it exactly.
We are boots locked. This is funny.
Oh no, not go mode chat. We're still looking for things.
And we are hard boots locked. It's not like a small key where I've been logically boots locked, but we really have to get the small key there.
Wonderful.
And the key. Oh. I don't think Mike cares that much, but for Copper it's like annoying. And the boots can be anywhere now. They can be really anywhere. Well, not in desert, obviously.
I'm just really surprised Kappa didn't just come here first before going to pod in Eastern. But you know, there's nothing here, so it would work. Oh, there was a boat here anyway. So if he had come here first, it would have made more sense to go pod Eastern after.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's actually.
Oh, there's no silvers. There's no silvers.
So this puts Mike directly on the path to get the other items he's missing, because he'll go pod Eastern after this, I'm sure.
And it's funny that we've seen.
Well, I hope he will. He might do Dark Up Round.
It's funny that well, we know it's a bow, but Copper doesn't. Could have been also a male, so he doesn't feel bad about this 20.
He is going Dark Up
Round. No, it's going to. I think Kappa has checked everything on the mountain. He will
Mike.
Right.
Like I said, because Mike found the bow, but he's not going straight to pod.
Okay. Well, it's a pendant. I understand him, and he doesn't feel like going. Well, right. He has no fire source, so he doesn't feel like
doing more dark rooms. Yeah. I could say, having already lost that time in Easter.
Yeah. Speaking from my experience, might be not the best idea to go there. Okay, but it's a bit unfortunate because Kappa can do way more things because it's actually only a Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny for Mike, and it's his
I'll grab an Ether Tablet as well.
It's his 3rd mountain trip, right?
Yes.
And there will be a 4th one at least, maybe a 5th one. if he's very unlucky.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mike is pretty far behind right now with that unfortunate Eastern dive and getting those mitts so late.
Yep.
But since we're on a ice rod hunt, except the ice rod is a pair of boots,
Well,
anything could happen. Like if it's in some really gross spot, the winner is just whoever went to that gross spot first. If it's on the way Crystal Dungeons, then Kappa's probably going to take this one.
Yeah. I mean, what are awful places now for Kappa? It's only...
Miss Sequence, Pendant Ice, Pendant Mire.
Alright, Mire's Pendant. Never mind.
Yeah, all three of those are just gross. And if Kappa last locates and Mike finds it first thing, as soon as he runs out of crystals, like it completely upsets the race.
Well, I think having the boots and ice okay, because with the Samaria, you're an icebreaker, you're pretty quick through this dungeon. Speaking of dungeons, I think Turtle Rocks... Oh, there we go.
Just right there. Go mode
for
Kappa.
It's actually pretty good call, because as you said, we could have gone to ice. The Smith chain is also available. Kappa surprisingly didn't go to Skullboots, although having the Fire Rod. So...
He did Front of Skull already, right? Or did we not see Front of Skull?
I don't think we've seen it from any of the runners.
Yeah, either way, Turtle Rock was just straight up more items.
You're still pendant, right? Ah, no, it's a crystal. Oh, right, he didn't finish it, yeah. But... Is it
I think
quicker or
either way is
slower?
fine. I think going to Skull first would have been perfectly fine.
Oh, gosh, look at this roller.
Yeah, it's super annoying. But Turtle Rock was much more likely to be what you're looking for. They didn't go to Skull at all when he went to Graveyard Ledge?
It didn't. It's funny because I think there was a letter statistics that says Skullboots has in 30% major progression. I was surprised by this.
It's all relative.
Yeah, well,
the numbers don't really represent the truth to that degree. It's all conditional.
I'm easy man. I just repeat what I've read.
Skullwoods often has progression, but so does everything else.
Yeah. I don't claim having evidence for this.
I'm surprised he didn't do Front of Skull when he went to Graveyard Ledge. I thought he had. But I'm not surprised that Mike didn't go there right away.
And it's also a bit unlucky that Mike...
And now Mike goes to Skull when he has the bow now?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, speaking of the bow, our first boss that's really very technically would need the bow to beat in his home dungeon, but yeah. Oh, it's a quick kill from a different setup.
Yeah, that was the Ice Armos version, the bottom right.
Yeah. I think at this point it even might be possible. Well, I don't know. I was about to say that Kappa might finish this seed before Mike being in go mode, but he still has quite some crystal dungeons to do, so.
Hey, Mike doesn't need much. He just has to go to Pendant Pod and then kill a crystal boss.
Well, yeah, right.
As soon as he finds the fire rod and pod, like going to Armos is going to feel a lot easier since you can just light that torch.
So at this point, where's the lamp? We didn't find any progression that was lamp locked so far.
Probably ice, to be honest.
Yeah,
ice seems really likely. But, there's other places. Miss Sequence, Fire, the rest of PR. Could be right here in Skullwoods, probably now. Wouldn't that be annoying? Like it's just been Skolins the whole time.
Hey, here's your fire source you were looking for.
Ah!
Oh, there it
It
is.
was with Skolins the whole time.
This is like,
Always do front of skull, chat.
Yeah.
Always do front of skull.
Yeah.
Unless it's empty, then
yeah.
you should
So
probably skip it.
technically, I'm right. There is major. is a major progression? Maybe. Let's say yes. Well, the game intends you to find it, so.
Yeah, that was accessible as soon as you got Dark World access. And Kappa will not be finding that lamp. It's possible that's impactful, but with half magic 3 bottles, probably not going to be a big deal.
No, I don't think so. Was there some barking on Kappa's MSU?
I don't know.
Or was it here in my place?
I think I heard the barking.
Okay. Yeah, it was an MSU. I was a bit worried right now.
I'm surprised he's not doing Eastern first, since he has the lamp now. This might get him to do the back of pot unnecessarily. Because he's gonna find the fire rod first, but he's like, oh man, but I still need the Cane of Samaria for go mode.
Okay, so there's also no reason for Kappa to open any chest. He already has the best available equipment. I mean, there's one bottle left. We've seen it on Mike's side, but Argus. This is not a nice place for Argus to be.
It's very annoying.
That it's yeah, you're right. It's not super difficult, but it's like annoying. I think annoying is the perfect fit here. Easiest one is probably Moldor, maybe Armus, because even without the bow, you can deal gold sword damage here. Also, Cold Stare is not that terrifying because you can do a lot of damage with those spikes here.
Yeah, doing those bosses on low percent equipment is not so bad in here. But of course, you know, the room does make it slower than just like performing the normal quick kills.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Cold Stare is the only boss in Randomizer where the crown is not moving, right?
I have no idea. Not a clue.
I thought you were the wisdom of Link to the Past.
Well, I remember some things, not everything.
I think so. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe someone.
I guess whether or not the ground is moving doesn't really factor into my thinking. It's just when I get there, it's either moving or not moving.
Well.
Alright, so we find Fire Rod here for Mike. Now it's pretty reasonable to just mirror and do Eastern at this point, just in case it's Samaria. But yeah,
right
he's
there.
probably gonna do the back first.
So what did you find here again? Fire on the bow, right? So yeah, well, Mike.
Yeah, well, we won't find the bow,
noticed
but
the bow, yeah.
Cane of Samaria is on Armos, will be his go mode item.
This is actually a fun question. We could ask one of those runners. Where do you think the other bow was? Because both places are a bit like... if there's a bow in pot, you're like, I could have been here earlier without the bow. And Checkerboard Cave was like pretty early available. Or way earlier than they went to pot. So both annoying places there. Ah, the spike, love it.
If you walk up the left side, the spike actually pushes you into the rail. You don't get knocked off.
You don't?
I don't think so. Or maybe you have to dash. It's either dashing or walking.
I think it's dashing. Because I've fallen there multiple times. Okay, so we have Kappa in his last crystal turtle rock, and Mike still has to find the Samaria and not the Samaria, and also the
Well,
boots.
the boots, yeah. But the boots are in a crystal dungeon.
Yeah.
He'll go there sooner rather than later.
Right. So both progression items will be on his way, but he still has to do 1, 2, 3, 4 crystals. So we have a 3 crystal lead on Kappa's side, which is quite a lot. So it's Kappa's game to lose. By the way, what sprite is Kappa using? Do you recognize it?
No, I have no idea. Looks like
something
blue.
octopus
It looks
bag.
like a horse, like a centaur or something.
Ah, right. I see a tail there. He was moving like, look at my butt. But there are like 2 tails.
Maybe it's the alien from Animorphs.
I've never played this game.
Probably not. Oh, it's a book series.
Oh. I've never.
You never heard
book.
of Animorphs? I mean,
How
I
was it
guess
spelled?
I like Animorph, like animal
Animorph.
morph. It's a young adult series about these kids who gain the ability to transform into animals.
I know. Maybe it's a North American thing.
All the covers of the book are it's like this like animation of the child like transforming into a bear or a lion or whatever. Like science is enemy.
Yeah. I've never seen this in my whole life. I assume it's not a European thing.
I don't think that's what this right is. But there's an alien character who's like a blue centaur type creature. That's why I was thinking of it.
Okay. Of course, it's the last chest. Is it also the last chest in vanilla? I haven't played vanilla in quite some time. The small key?
Oh, where the key is? Yeah, that's the last one.
Okay, I would use the potion there. Yeah, Kappa goes for it. Makes sense, you don't want to die here. We haven't seen a Trinex so far, right? So what bosses are missing? No Lamo? I think no Moldorm?
No Lammo, no Moldorm, no Blind, no Cold Stare, no Trinex.
Quite... Right, the only boss we've seen twice is the Moth, I think.
Correct.
Okay, so what do we have here? I think it's a vanilla Trinex.
We basically have no information because we didn't see the bosses of any of the 3 pendant dungeons at all.
Yeah. But this is one of those arenas where any boss can be, I think. I think I've seen any boss here.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
The only rooms that are restrictive are Moldorm's platforms, Lammo 2. No, not Lammo 2. Blind's room. No, Mothul's room.
Mothul's room. Yeah. I think all bosses can be there except Trinex.
Right.
Yeah.
And with that, I have 7 crystals. You can head into Gainus Tower. In Gainus Tower, there are 22 item locations, one of which will contain the big key that Kappa needs to finish the game. If you'd like to guess where the big key is, now is the time to do so. 1 through 22 are your valid guesses.
But what about your guess, Koi?
I try not to guess, but 1.
Okay. I think I go with a beautiful number of 14. If I win, you have to send me an episode of this, any more stuff.
I mean, I'm sure it's an American series, but there's plenty of American media that makes its way to Europe.
Yeah. All right then. First one, it's not. As usually, we count on the we start with the person who first, with the runner who first enters GT. But I don't think we'll ever see Mike entering GT. Well, not getting picky probably. And there's go mode for Mike, and he also decides to leave. No, he doesn't. Does it actually matter?
No, it doesn't matter at all.
Okay, so 1 to 5 wasn't the answer. Now we go to the hope room, where we hope to find the big key. That's why it's called the hope room. And we already have 3 small keys. And there's the big key. It's 6. It's number 6, right? And
was I supposed to be counting? Nobody told me.
Yeah, and we don't have a winner, but we have someone who's close, which is Daiseku. Congratulations, you get a personal autograph first version of Randomizer by Koi. Sealed. Technically, the winner should have been you, because you first go to the hope room. And then it would have been number...
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah, shoulda, coulda.
Is that an expression you've heard before? Shoulda, woulda, coulda?
Nope.
You never heard that?
Well, I know what it means, obviously.
That's what your mom says when you're like, but, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Mm-hmm. No, you usually don't get to know those sayings. Germany or in Europe.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a million idioms that like are on the tip of my tongue that you've never even heard before.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's like German idioms too that I wouldn't understand.
For sure. It's always fun to have those German team names in the league. Seeing English commentaries struggling with the pronunciation, but sometimes it's difficult, so no blame games going on there.
These Babasus are so frustrating.
But it's good that you can hit them with the hookshot while they're hidden, so...
Only sometimes. I'm actually not sure what the rule is for that, but certain walls or certain directions, it just doesn't work. And you have to wait for them to leave still.
Oh, I think we see now powder because Antifair's vanilla, yeah. And do we see a new boss? Yes, we do. We see a vanilla Lemo too. Oh, that's an awful setup there. Well, not by Kappa, but by the Lemos.
Alright, according to the full boss shuffle worksheet, Moldorm 2 is 42% chance to be Moldorm, 42% chance to be Kolsdare, and then 8% to be Helma and 8% to be Vitreous.
Where does those numbers come from?
The full boss shuffle worksheet. I think Mike made this. Didn't Mike make this?
Okay.
Somebody made it, and I saved it somewhere.
So, according to Mike, Mike is right.
Mike makes a lot of stuff, so I think it's a fair guess to say that he made it. He did make it. Okay, thank you. It doesn't have his name on it. It just says full boss shuffle worksheet, and I saved a copy of it.
So as an academic person, I say, I hear it, I believe it. Would you say the climb is easier or harder in Randomizer?
I think on average it's more annoying, but not really harder.
Yeah. I think the big difference is that it's not predictable.
Yeah. It just, sometimes you get enemies that are just slower to kill, like the Babasus, like hide in the walls, or mini Helmas, or just you have to hit them from a specific direction to kill them.
Yeah.
But typically it's not anything more dangerous than what you normally see, like the...
Well, the only annoying thing is wall masses on a climb.
Yeah.
I've seen several runners and also happen to be getting caught right before Aga 2.
Yes, the conveyor hallway before Aga 2. Yeah. It's kind of infamous for having a wall master. Yeah. That room and then the room above Cold Stare. And it's
Yeah,
the Nella
exactly.
Moldorm.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Oh, you're right. And the sheet is right. Speaking from probabilities perspective. Okay. Oh, and Kappa's quite a lead. Oh, and we have a Wallmaster here. You have to be very careful. It's not only about dodging it, because it's very difficult with the ice and those lines on the ground there, but also if you hit a spike or an enemy that pushes you somewhere.
You get knocked into in the hand.
Yeah, it's really dangerous. It happens once to me. I freaked out. I'm usually a calm person, but this is... Oh, nice dribble there by Kappa. Okay, I think there's one more left. Ah, there were two more left, but yeah.
Down goes Aga 2. Pretty nice climb there from Kappa.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that we might not see Mike picking up his crystal before picking up the Biggie before Kappa finishing the game, but it seems like Mike won't even have the 7th crystal before Kappa finishes the game. Because still has to do Skullboots.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Kappa's route just like super worked out.
Yeah.
I mean, there was little chance of it not working out. He did things in like the best possible order, but like the second and third best possible orders would have lost him like 10 seconds. There was no chance he was going to get like distracted by doing ice or mire or smith sequence. Everything was just where he needed it to be.
He made one major call, which was checking Graveyard Ledge. So and
yeah,
then,
that was really like the crux of the seed. It's just getting the mitts earlier.
It was a bit of, I wouldn't say too linear, but if you're following, oh, what was the text box? I've never seen it before.
I don't know. That was a new one for me.
Yeah, it was something like version 30.
Is it something about our silver arrows are in version 30 something?
Silvers are so version 30.
Oh, they are so version 30. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say it was not too linear, but well, after finding the mids when you were going to port and then following like the crystal progression there, eventually you got your items. So mids were the only off check. Okay, but Kappa's
I think I would say it wasn't linear, except for when we found out where the other bow was. With the other bow just being in like one of the easiest overworld checks to do. Like pod is no longer an out of the way thing, right? Like you have a bow and then the lamp was even in logic if they had ever checked it.
Yeah.
Like bow lamp, you just go to pendant pod at some point, right?
And Kappa never picked up the lamp.
No, he did not.
Yeah. So this is the only thing that Mike got over Kappa, but Kappa got the win. If he doesn't fall,
he'll be fine. Okay, we did it. GG Kappa. Plasma Kappa takes first place with a time of 1:22:57.
That's a pretty quick one. And Mike has to do Skullwoods and then has to go to GT. And we are joined by Kappa. GG.
GG's.
Honk.
Quack.
First question, Kappa. Where's the lamp?
I don't know.
Front of skull. Like, neither of you did front of skull. It's so weird.
Didn't want to do front of skull. I was trying my best to avoid it.
Well, it was a good choice also.
Yeah.
So, did you feel in front or behind? What was your guess there?
No. A few slow parts. Mostly felt okay. Maybe less after LSS had nothing. And then I picked up the boots relatively quickly, and I felt alright.
sorry to interrupt you there, but why did Mike die after hitting the burner?
Just didn't have it fast enough, I guess.
It was a bit, yeah.
He was like right up against the spike.
Okay, because there was also already the burner animation there.
Yeah, so like your route through the game ended up working out pretty well as soon as you got the mitts. Finding the mitts was like this really big turning point in the seed where Mike didn't go to Graveyard Ledge.
Yes.
I imagine you were mostly incentivized to do Graveyard Ledge because you hadn't done the flipper checks yet. And I was like, oh, I can do this whole north route thing going on.
So committed, I forgot to activate the flu. Mike, I'm going there.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
care.
Oh,
I don't think we noticed that.
Yeah, we didn't.
Mike had done the flipper checks earlier in the seed. He had farmed some rupees to go do that.
I was always just a bit off. It's like, I don't really want to do this. Just didn't have enough money after mini Molebworm Cave, so I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, and of course, Sick Kid has 300 if either of you had done Link's House first.
Yeah, but our tree pulls to be done.
Yeah, I think Mike ended up doing 3 trips into the 20 rupee cave in order to make the Zor money.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But he doesn't. So he doesn't go Graveyard Ledge, and then he just scours the game looking for these mitts and gets them like super late.
Yeah.
And then, except for the mitts, everything was pretty much on the way, except for that bow in pods. Like you had to go to pod to get the bow. Until we found out the other bow was a checkerboard cave. So it seemed it was like a big play, for you to go to pod without the bow and everything, and then to find a bow there. But there was like checkerboard. You just go to checkerboard first, and then pod's really easy to go to.
I mean, yeah, but did you really need a bow in the seed?
Right, you're right. Well, logically you need, but for pod you didn't, so bow was not required there.
Well, like yeah, you didn't need the bow, but having the bow would definitely draw you to going to pod Eastern a lot earlier.
And in the meantime, we see Mike has forfeited and also joined us in the Discord.
GG, Mike.
Congratulations, Kappa.
Thank you.
Good job. Getting the mitts.
Yeah, this was actually the major difference because Kappa has gotten them like 20 minutes earlier, something like this. But he went straight to the Graveyard Ledge once he entered the Village of Outcasts, so this was a bit unfortunate because your road was also totally understandable, but was a bit of bad luck there, and yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I left Wu, went to Hera, got my bombers like in the sword, like yes, I can do dungeons. Go into swamp. There's nothing there. That's when I knew something was wrong with the seed. Like something is wrong, something is off, and I was worried. The boots and everything I needed was in Thieves Town that I left. I was not right.
But it's funny that Corey already has mentioned it, that you guys had 2 different bows because you picked up your bow from Checkerboard Cave, but actually there was a bow in pod. So Kappa went there without the bow and found the bow inside pod, and we are pretty sure that it was not bow locked. Kappa, do you remember?
No, that bow was not bow locked.
Yeah, it was not bow locked, right?
Oh wait, was that the shooter room?
Yeah, I think there was a non-small.
No, it was the turtles.
Yeah, it's in turtles room.
The shooter room was not a key.
Yeah, so I think
Oh, was it not?
No.
Yeah, so it's Randomizer.
Oh, yeah, it was bow locked.
For as much as that matters.
Hmm.
It matters a lot more when you need a bow.
Yeah. That's right there.
Yeah.
Right. So, you go ahead, Mike.
No, it's just the way these things go sometimes, especially when it comes down to Graveyard Ledge. For some reason, it really diverges routing if someone goes there late. It's just the nature of it. Especially if you don't find boots, you never get incentivized to go back. And the only reason I went there after finding the book in Back of Thieves was that I've also found a cape, so I wanted to check Bumper Ledge. Yeah. Unfortunate, but like great place by Kappa.
Yeah,
No ice Trinix today. I'm sorry.
it was all ready
Too bad.
for, but didn't happen.
Well, it could have been a Trinix, right? Because we've only seen one, I guess.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Otherwise, it's a pretty breezy Randomizer seed. Get a boomerang right away, and you'll get most of the nice stuff before you have to do anything.
Mm.
Unless you jump into swamp right away, but that's a bit forward.
I guess you. So you guess you got the fire on before going to Easton, then?
Yeah.
That back room. Oh my goodness. I went in there without the fire rod on the hunt for mitts and used my bombers right away. Could not find the key. I couldn't move. You had to leave because I had no idea what was going on in that room.
yeah, we were really wondering. We were discussing what enemy could have been there because Koi was pretty sure, or is pretty sure, I believe him, that there should be enemies that can be killed by the bomb. And we were like, why didn't it get killed by the bomb? So maybe it has to be an enemy that has to be activated. But turned out to be this kind of weird snake there, right?
The key and must have ended up
spikes.
exactly.
Yeah. And
The
they're
key
all
must
in
have
one
ended
line.
up in the corner somewhere.
Yeah. So
It's very funny going back there and seeing what the deal was. Like, yep, 7 spikes. Makes sense. Fun.
yeah.
More fun when you can see him, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kappa had a quite easy time there.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
So we're getting a game 4, at least.
Yep.
Which will be me again versus one of you guys. I don't know if you have decided yet.
Yeah, I haven't decided quite yet. We'll see.
Sadly, it will not be Randomizer again. I don't think you can pick the same mode.
Oh, unfortunate.
Whose pick was this? Was Kappa's pick, right?
No, this was my pick.
Okay. So, but this was the second game, right? So, the third one, who will be the runners from each team?
Tomorrow is Sen Arcane versus
This
I
is
forget.
Walsh. Artie Walsh.
in the Sudo cross keys. Sudo
Ooh,
boost cross
nice.
keys. I think that's tomorrow, like early European time.
Is it? Maybe let's have a look there. Give me 1 second, I look it up. In the meantime, Koi's going to tell a funny joke.
Okay, so you guys have heard of Animorphs, right?
Yes.
Animals.
Okay, it's all right.
Um,
Trix had never heard of it.
yeah,
So we were trying to figure out what your sprite was, Kappa, and I said it looks like the alien that the children all befriend in Animorphs, but we couldn't be sure.
Oh, I guess that. Oh, okay.
Because it's like a blue centaur thing,
Yeah.
right? In Animorphs.
I mean, it's a pretty good guess.
Yeah.
Would think.
So,
What is the sprite though?
It's a Final Fantasy 14 character.
Oh, the
close.
MMO. Oh, I didn't play the MMO.
Yeah.
So, I looked it up. It's SpeedGaming schedule is Eastern time, right? EDT, I think.
Could be.
Yeah. So it's at 4 p.m. This means for European it's 10 a.m. So I think this is watchable for all of us. So please join there. It's going to be fun. This was also a very close race there, and thank you guys for the race. It was very fun to watch, very fun to do the commentary. Thanks Evelyn for tracking. Thanks Koi for setting up the restream, I guess, as well.
Well, I didn't do
Thank you.
anything. I just turned on the audio.
Okay, thanks for turning on the audio and also do some commentary with me.
Do I have to click the done button? The finish episode button, or is somebody else doing that?
I don't know.
I don't even know where it is. Go ahead.
No, yeah. Thanks to all of you guys. So, Mike or Kappa, do you want to add anything there?
Nope.
Any greetings, any Christmas wishes?
Thank you all for the production.
Yeah. Happy Christmas. GG's
Yeah.
again.
GG's.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Oh, those are your last words, Koi?
Yeah.
All right.
I love you.
Okay. All right. Same to you. Thanks, everybody, for watching. See you.